Wembley. Tottenham's gonna do it again. They can't stop them, the boys from Tottenham, the boys from White Hart Lane. Spurs are on their way to Wembley. The Kings are claiming the throne. Everybody will be singing when the Spurs go marching on. Spurs are on their way to Wembley. Tottenham's gonna do it again. They can't stop them, the boys from Tottenham, the boys from White Hart Lane. Spurs are on their way to Wembley. The Kings are claiming the throne. Everybody will be singing when the Spurs go marching on. Everybody will be singing when the Spurs go marching on.
Hello, welcome to this video of our road to Wembley. It's March the 21st and our journey to the Twin Towers is finally at an end. We're just one step away from landing the League Cup, which now of course is called the Worthington Cup. Our journey began last September, back in round 2. That of course is when the Premiership sides enter the competition, and it's played over 2 legs. We were drawn against Brentford, riding high at the time in Division 3. The first leg was at Griffin Park, and with Brentford going well in their division, it still came as a surprise to see them take an early lead.
Looking very comfortable on the ball, this Brentford side. Here's Freeman, judged it well. Now over on the left-hand side. Looking in the middle, Clements has to come back and cover. He was looking right behind him was Martin Rowlands. And once more the action is inside the Tottenham penalty area. There was Clements covering, and he needed to. So Bates once more moves up. A tall figure of Darren Powell up there too, lurking on the goal line. Bates comes far post in towards Worthington, just gives a finger to it, arms it away. It's another corner. Spinner will come over to take. Same figures lurking in the box. Bates there, towards Bates, the flick on by Scott, and it's in. Andy Scott opens the scoring for Brentford, and it's no more than they deserve. Morton has ridden his luck, and this time the luck is out, and Ron Notes' side has taken the lead. Allen, flag stays down, this is Carr, what a great finish. Stephen Carr draws Tottenham level, and it's the first clear-cut opportunity they've really had, and he may just spare Tottenham's blushes. Beautifully taken down and actually put it in at the near post. Lovely turn by Ginola. The flick towards Calderwood. Can't finish it, can Dominguez. He can't turn, that's a good covering challenge by Rowlands. And finally, off the back of Chris Coyne. And you have to say, if it had been a striker up there, then Tottenham should and probably would have been in the lead, but as it was Colin Calderwood. Never usually that far forward, and unfortunately for Spurs fans it showed this time as that one goes right across the face of goal. And it's a mistake. This is Dominguez, and he punishes it. He's only had a few moments on the pitch. Dominguez has put Spurs into the lead. They've waited far too long to see it, but it was the fly hack from that's Chris Coyne makes the mistake. And we Usual celebration from Senor Dominguez. Simpson makes a mistake, lets in Freeman, and there's the equaliser. It's the Bees' old boy who gives the Bees' new boy a lifeline. David Pleat runs down to his bench. Oh, another smile. He can't believe it. Clements, that's a good ball for Dominguez. There's only Armstrong in the middle at the moment. There are 5 Brentford players back. Still Dominguez. Plenty of support now in the box. It's away for a corner off Martin Rowlands, and hard work of David Ginola. Thanks for something. Once again, Calder, Vega, Campbell, all pushed forward, wanting to increase their lead. Towards Campbell, Vega! He showed how dangerous he was at a previous corner, and he's proved it once more. And Vega has given those Tottenham fans something more to cheer. And the lead is a little bit more comfortable now. He was unmarked, and it was an easy header. The Brentford defenders were looking at each other and not at Ramon Vega.
So we took a 1-goal advantage back to the lane, but Brentford again scored first to bring the aggregate score level. That's where we pick up the action.
Ginola, seen off by Quinn. Now Carr, brought down by Freeman. Despairing lunge as Stephen Carr threatened to run away from him. Will Fox managed to squeeze in across, and here's Chris Armstrong. Good save by Piercy. Nielsen's in there. Tottenham have equalised. Alan Nielsen with the goal. They were behind for almost 25 minutes. But Nielsen has now eased to some of the nerves after good work initially by Fox and then by Armstrong, then by the goalkeeper who just couldn't push it away quite far enough. And Nielsen made a really clean contact on the half volley. It's his first goal in English Cup football, and it's come at a really good time for Tottenham Hotspur, who regain the aggregate lead. Darren Anderton, Colin Calderwood, Sol Campbell, Ginola, space for Fox, might come to Ginola, good save, and turned in by Campbell. A goal in 70 seconds of the second half. It's Sol Campbell first since last January, and his captain, an excellent night for the Tottenham captain, and it may just have put Tottenham and their fans out of the misery they're experiencing at the same stage of the first half into a 2-goal aggregate lead now. And with Campbell setting such an example, surely that's not a lead that they were allowed to slip. Piercy kept out Ginola's drive, but not Sol Campbell's header. Clements making the burst beyond Boxall. 4 in the box for Stephen Clements. Away, Matt Nielsen was there. Good defending by Robert Quinn. Brentford coming under ever more pressure now. David Ginola. Stephen Clements again. Had a very energetic match. Darren Anderton. And Alan Nielsen is onside, hits the post. Chris Armstrong surely. Tottenham surely are on the way to the third round. Chris Armstrong's first goal of the season. Alan Nielsen very nearly scored. Brentford will wonder whether he and initially Armstrong there were offside. But no doubt when the ball came back off the post from Nielsen's shot, where Armstrong was going to put it. And Tottenham lead by 3 goals to 1 on the night, and have scored twice in the opening 10 minutes of this second half.
Third division side pulled the goal back late on, but it was too little too late, and Spurs went through to the third round on a 6-4 aggregate. So Director of Football David Pleat in temporary charge following the departure of Christian Gross as we move through to round 3 on a 6-4 aggregate. Well, George Graham had been appointed manager by the time we played Northampton in round 3, a one-off tie at the Sixfield Stadium. Torrential rain in days leading up to the game had put the game in doubt, and in fact it was a pitch inspection just a couple of hours before kick-off that actually meant the game could go ahead. Obviously at kick-off time the pitch was very wet, and it was a hit and hope goal early on that put us behind.
Playing again. Likes to curl those in. There's one well by Freestone, and Nielsen got a foot in. He wasn't allowed to pick it up, and it's a freak goal for Northampton Town. It was a clearance that struck a Northampton player, and it gave Borton absolutely no chance from where he was. Played short to Cart. It's a hanging one. Keeper came for it, got something on it. And great chance here, must be, oh, fantastic save, but it's finally put in by Armstrong. Had to be, really. They had 3 goes at it. But Chris Armstrong has equalised for Tottenham. No more than they deserved, in all honesty, despite the conditions, despite going behind to a real freak goal. They found a way past Andy Woodman, whose initial punch wasn't really a good one. The clearance was even worse. Everson's shot was saved. Armstrong's wasn't. Armstrong. We don't have any news of any substitutions at half-time. Ginola. Anderton. Got Carr in support here. Look at the space for Chris Armstrong, right-hand side. Driven in, and just past the post in the end from Everson. Referee, I think, was given a corner. So much time to measure his cross, Chris Armstrong. And that was good defending in the end. The defender just got there. It was Alistair Gibb ahead of Stefan Everson. So Spurs with a corner in the opening 2 minutes of the second half. Plenty of movement in the box. It came a long way through, and it's in. Sol Campbell, a really fiercely struck drive off the inside of the post, and Spurs have the lead. 47 minutes gone, and Northampton paying the penalty for not properly clearing the corner. In fact, it wasn't off the post, it was off the defender on the line. I think it was John Frayne. Yeah, and the shot was hit with so much power, he couldn't keep it out. Ginola. He's got round Gibb, who fell over, really. And that was back from Nielsen to shoot, but he's deflected, and it's not going to go out of play. Everton retrieves it. Luckily it is from Chris Armstrong. That settled it now for sure. And the long wet journey is worthwhile for the Spurs faithful. Armstrong second in the game. Tottenham's third. And with just under 5 minutes to play, they lead Northampton now by 3 goals to 1. Good cross by Anderton. And a precise finish from Chris Armstrong.
We're delighted to get through because over the years we've slipped up a couple of times against teams from lower divisions, and we've got through, and we look forward to the next round.
Talking about slipping up, I mean, it looked at times as though it was just difficult to stay on your feet, let alone play good football.
Yeah, I think it was very wet, and the top of the pitch was fairly slippy, but I think it was the continuous rain and the wind during the night which made it probably worse as the night wore on. But the game was definitely playable, and the ball didn't stop in any patch of the pitch. So it was definitely a good decision to go ahead, and once we went 3-1 up, it was a great decision.
Colin Calderwood for once praising the referee for his decision. So we were into round 4. Another 3 goals had seen us get to the stage where the smaller clubs were now falling by the wayside. The draw for the 4th round saw us go to Merseyside to take on Liverpool at Anfield. Liverpool thought Anfield would be their port of departure for the 5th round. They were wrong.
Staunton with the early free kick for Liverpool, touched on by Owen, and a real early test here, and it hits the bar and stays out. Leonardson tried to hit the rebound back in, and Liverpool still threatening, and in the end, Espen Boldsen very relieved to have the ball. It could have been a Liverpool goal inside the first 40 seconds.
McAteer was shaking his head there, Al. Thought he'd opened the scoring the opening minute, cannon off the bar. Great start for Liverpool.
Tottenham all at sea from that early Liverpool free kick, and it's just the kind of start Liverpool needed, with so much criticism and speculation flying around Merseyside at the moment about the future, in particular, of Roy Evans, a decent, honest, dignified man who doesn't deserve that kind of treatment.
Sometimes you need a manager, or managers in trouble, you need a bit of luck, and McAteer's luck ran out here. So unlucky, great ball in, comes in with flashing header, beats the goalkeeper off the crossbar, and Spurs eventually scrambled the ball to safety.
Sol Campbell for Tottenham, looking for Everson, and he got the header in, and it's a goal! What a start here at Anfield! Liverpool could have scored, Tottenham have, and we've had less than 2 minutes.
Would you believe it? And Tottenham, to be fair to them, they took the free kick quickly. Great ball, Everson, good header from about 16 yards. Friedel can do nothing. Looping header, what a start for Spurs. Looping header in the far corner. Friedel looks on in dismay as the ball nestles in the bottom of the net. Good ball in, but surely Liverpool should be clearing this. Everson gets there first, 1-0.
But George, I'm sure, is thinking, okay, tonight, clean sheet, only 1 in 5 so far. Keep a clean sheet tonight. Liverpool go out the cup.
Anderton with a clever free kick, and it's got Liverpool in trouble here, and it's got to be a goal, and it is, for John Scales back at his old club. What a satisfying moment for him. What a horrible moment for the Liverpool defence.
Once again, Alan, quite simply, can't deal with the ball in the air. It's just dead straight forward, that should be clear. Everson's in there, but Scales reacts. He can't believe it. Delayed reaction. It falls to his right foot, but again, they can't get rid of it. Good play from Everson. Scales right foot. 2-0. And Liverpool dejected now. Simple header, all it needs, and a simple tap in for Scales.
Sure, at half-time, the score remains the same. There's going to be a few howls and boos around Anfield.
Campbell coming to win it back for Spurs. Everson, and he's gone back to Campbell! Well, that could have really deepened Liverpool's embarrassment if he'd found the net then.
Well, that's the confidence of Sol Campbell. Outstanding so far. Pushes forward. Great play. Continues his run. And really, this should have been 3. Should have been game over. Campbell with the right foot wide. So again, 3 centre-halves pushed into the box.
Anderton's free kick. Campbell onto it! Tottenham fans were off their seats in anticipation of a goal then.
Well, Sol Campbell, you know, he really is a menace at set pieces. Look at Vega behind them as well. Gets across Staunton and heads to goal. Good stop this time from Friedel. But again, the alarm bell's ringing. Set pieces, no one for Liverpool can head.
McAteer. Lucky bounce there for Thompson, and Tottenham accept the gift. And Everson finds Nielsen in an onside position. Can he finish? There is no doubt about it.
Wow.
Tottenham are 3-up.
What a cool finish. And I've been impressed with this fella, Nielsen. He points to Everson saying, he's made it, he made it easy for me. But how many times do you see one-on-ones that go wrong? Not this time for Spurs. And look at this, the two managers, shell shock. So much pressure, and suddenly Spurs catch him on the counter. Is there a touch of offside here? Good play from Everson, I don't think so. Great take from Nielsen, and tucks it away past Friedel. Great cool finish.
a great display. Surely Liverpool can come back now. 3-0.
On to Michael Owen. Subdued Owen tonight. And indeed Bobby Fowler hasn't been a great deal more effective. But here comes Rida! Oh, what a save by Espen Thorsten.
Well, he's not had a lot to do, has he? Rida was always going to be a threat in the air, but this is a great ball. Creeps in behind Sol Campbell. Great header. A nice height for the goalkeeper. Great start.
As Carr takes the ball forward for Spurs. And they've got men all over the place, it seems. Everson's there. Could have scored, could have passed to Anderson in the middle, indeed.
I think that's brilliant play from Carr. Everson made him a great run, and boy, what a good ball this is from Carr. He must have ran 40 yards. Great ball, confidence hits it first time, and a good block from the keeper.
Spurs continue to look the more likely to score. And Boldson, as I say that, gives it away to Owen and will surely be punished.
So Liverpool's voyage, founded on the Scandinavian rocks, with Stefan Everson and Alan Nielsen combining for our decisive third goal. So Manchester United next in round 5. We had home advantage against Alex Ferguson's side, but the Reds could be devils home or away.
Solskjaer going forward for Manchester United. Anderton winning it back. Nielsen facing his own goal. Calmly found a way out. Great ball. Anderson. On to Everson. Ronnie Johnson slips and presents it to Nielsen. Chance for Tottenham here. He just delayed. And the shot by Calderwood. Wide of the target. What a chance for Tottenham.
Well, take your pick. Alan Nielsen, Chris Armstrong or Stefan Everson. Which one do you want? And when he breaks there, he's only got to make sure, roll Armstrong in, roll Everson in before he strays offside. He ends up getting caught in not 1, 2, but 3 minds, I think, here, Al. I don't think he's sure what he's going to do.
Probably skill from Giggs and finds Solskjaer. Danger here, but didn't really catch it.
That's a decent effort. Not enough power to really trouble the goalkeeper, but he works the opening very well. Little step over. Just looking to fire it in the far corner. A little bit of bend. Didn't quite come for him.
Well, he's been the most prolific on the field in terms of goal attempts so far. In a tight contest. Ginola! Well, out of nothing, he almost conjured a wonder goal there.
That's only a yard, that's what I talked about. You can be quiet and quiet, Alan, but within an instant you can have that. That's 2 touches, that's all it is. And I tell you, Manchester United know all about him scoring from there. I remember in a 5-0 hammering that Newcastle gave Manchester United, Ginola drilled in one from that kind of angle across Schmeichel into the far corner.
Here's Nielsen for Spurs. Fox with the header on. Chance here! It's in! Armstrong has scored! Tottenham take the lead!
That's a super header from Chris Armstrong. I actually thought for a moment he was going to let it drop and take a touch and hit it. But that's 12 yards out. And he's got to put all the power in it himself. This is not an easy header. But my goodness, he makes an excellent job of that. Right in the corner, giving Van der Haan no chance. The first attempt on target. What a start to the second half for Tottenham.
Good defending from Tottenham. Luke Young just got his foot there. David Ginola up against Clegg. Anderton. Carr. A lot of men forward here. Armstrong's one of them. Berg touching it away.
Oh, great header, but they had 2 as well. Everson and Nielsen, you know, Alan, were in there ahead of Chris Armstrong. Look at them, both players free. That was an important touch from Henning Berg.
Now Sinton. Ginola again. Tempting Greening into the tackle. Wrong foot in. Great ball in. Oh, it's a magnificent goal again for Armstrong. Ginola the provider supreme. What a start to the second half for Tottenham.
Well, when I talked about attacking the near post in the first half, this is what I meant. Get past the post. Don't stand there, let the keeper come out. Get in front of the goalkeeper, attack the post, and all you need is a touch. The ball is sheer quality. It's saying, go on, put me in. Ginola says, I've done my bit. Who wants a goal? Armstrong says, I do. The header, this time's a formality having got there. What a start. Who says he doesn't know what a camera is?
Solskjaer. And Anderton wins it back. Brilliant skill. Ginola. The second half providing us with everything that the first half lacked. Sinton. Ginola whips it in early. Armstrong's there again. It's gone in behind him, and it should have been the third, and what surely would have been a clinching goal for Stefan Everson.
Well, they don't come better than that. Ginola's hands on his head, because I think he's looking for Armstrong here, but it's such a dangerous area that if your first striker doesn't get it, your second's got a chance, and he really should finish it off. 5 yards out, any touch on target, and the goalkeeper can do nothing about it.
David Ginola again. What a service he's provided. And there's another great ball in, but this time just too close to Van der Hau. And suddenly it's Manchester United finding room. Curtis keeps coming, careening. Giggs with the layoff. Nicky Butt plays it long. Men in the middle here. One of them is Sheringham! And Teddy Sheringham, on his old ground, has brought Manchester United back into the game.
I told you it's an interesting game, even at 2-0, but what a wonderful goal. Talk about third man running. Look at Philip Neville's run. And the ball into him was an absolute beauty. And so was the ball from him. This isn't easy. He picks out Sheringham beautifully. That's a great header. Not a great deal of pace in it from Teddy, but he just guides it past Ian Walker into the far corner. Super header. We really have seen three great headers here tonight.
Here's Sheringham again, the man who's brought life back into United's cause. Gives it away this time. If you're thinking of making a cup of tea, hang on. There's some finish in prospect here. Ginola outside of the right foot. Glorious ball again to Everson. And in the middle is that man Armstrong again.
Lovely football again. This has been a much, much better second half. Littered with some excellent football. Some great chances. Three great headers have brought us goals. And I think a few more chances before this game ends. This will not just drift into a sterile finish.
Greening. Solskjaer. Header away by Sol Campbell.
If he misses Campbell, you know, Giggs must score. Almost.
Here's Armstrong.
Look how empty this is. Look at the space now. The game is stretched so far, 60-70 yards.
Well, there's a thorough list of candidates for the man of the match award at the moment. Ronnie Johnson came forward and might regret it. He slips and Tottenham have possession. Armstrong. Fox on the right. Only Everson in the box at the moment for Tottenham. Now the players arriving. Armstrong and Nielsen. And Ginola. Oh, what a goal by David Ginola! That was worth waiting for, and that surely gives Spurs a place in the semi-finals.
Well, I hate to say it, but there's your man of the match. Ryan Giggs just steps off him. Look at that. He doesn't close him down. He shifts it, and that is as good a strike as you're going to see. It isn't all about power. He almost places it. It curls. It's got about, a yard of curl on that. Look at it start to bend. It's given Van der Hau absolutely no chance.
It's a fitting end to a wonderful second half performance for David Ginola. And George finally thinks this game might be won.
Well, that goal sealed the tie. Tottenham going on to face Wimbledon in the semi-final, played over 2 legs. Will young and old feel the same way about the talent that is Ginola? After the game, I spoke to David.
It'll be a great win for the club. Obviously, very important to win a game like this. 2 games now away from Wembley. How exciting is everyone getting about the prospect of going to a cup final?
Yeah, like you said, it's 2 games. And obviously it's not done yet. We have to work again on 2 legs against Wimbledon. And it will be very hard because they are as well delighted to be at this level of the competition. They did as well want to go to Wembley. But it will be a very tight game, both very tight. But I think now is no way. We have to go to Wembley and win this cup because the club deserves it for a long time now. We got nothing, and for the fans, for the people there, they really deserve something.
So David says that you, the fans, deserve a day out at the home of football, and that semi-final opponents Wimbledon wouldn't stand in the way of that dream. Well, the first leg of the semi-final was at the Lane and was the middle game of a series of 5 against the Dons, who had also been drawn against them in the 4th round of the FA Cup. Wimbledon are renowned for not giving anything away, and so it proved in the first leg at the Lane.
It's a corner. Vega has now arrived in the penalty box. Campbell ambling up as well. A twin cross from the 2 centre halves. In goes Vega, and Campbell too. That ball here for Armstrong, for Everson rather. Campbell.
Some good play there from Everson, you know, very cool under pressure, put it back into the danger zone. But have a look at this, when he comes down, he does very well here, I think, Everson. Back into the danger zone, but watch the red shirts, he'd give him no sort of chance at all to shoot there, Campbell.
Campbell, who's been in his best scoring form of his career, actually, he's got 7 this season. Ginola, looking it on to Alan Nielsen. In the set there, so too is Everson. Nielsen's cross was rather tanked though. Two minutes remaining in this first half. Nielsen choosing Perry. Chance for Armstrong. There didn't mean too many opportunities for Spurs in this first half.
No, there's been scrambles, there's been balls bobbling about.
Convincing though, did he here? Chris Armstrong. Ginola seems to be struggling at the moment. A suspicion he may have tweaked a hamstring. It's going off at the moment. Big time it's Hughes. Bearing down on goal! A rustic drive too. I think the Wimbledon fans thought it had gone in. Just the wrong side of the post.
Well, he's hit 2 from plenty of distance. I mean, that was a kick tackle that's come his way. All right, we always talk about going across the face of the keeper from there, but he's pinged that one in.
Well, he's back on, but not looking at all comfortable. David Ginola.
No, he's no chance.
Ron has written him off.
No, he's going off. Either that or he's not doing a good act. He suddenly explodes and starts outplacing Kenny Cunningham.
It's Cunningham now. Hardly. It's Tottenham's throw.
Well, they've got,
in real trouble.
yeah, they've got Andy Sinton, they've got Will Fox. They've got 1 or 2 permutations there in the attacking half. They could put Fox on and Anderton across the left-hand side, or bring Sinton straight on. But one thing's for sure, I don't think the Frenchman's going any further.
Sinton is preparing to come on. He was injured in the league game here a couple of weeks back, Andy Sinton, after a rather nasty foul by John Hartson on him. Well, he has his admirers all around this stadium. Andy Sinton is coming on in place of David Ginola.
Tremendous reception for the Frenchman. But he hasn't been able to swing this tie in Tottenham's favour as yet. So now Andy Sinton has his opportunity. A very disconsolate-looking figure of David Ginola. Now Carr. Ferdinand. Still Ferdinand. Lewis with the tackle. It's Freund. Trying to pin them away. It's still Freund. Caught by Hughes. Right into the back of it. Will be shown the yellow card, I think, for that. Freund didn't have the pace to get away from him, but he certainly sent him clattering to the ground. Hamilton, Sexton, and Alan Nielsen sorting out the free kick between them. And it will be Anderton! Oh! So unlucky! Hold it beautifully then by Darren Anderton.
Brilliant effort this, reverse curl through the little... I thought for all a minute I thought that's a goal. He's got too much bend on it, if anything. That's an excellent strike and extremely look at it, it's whipping and whipping and whipping. Keeper no chance.
Magnificent free kick from Anderton. And it's Sol Campbell trying to clip it in for Ferdinand. Campbell again. Here is Ferdinand and Everson. Back to goal. Again, such determined defending by Wimbledon. That expects on the corner. To the dismay of Thatcher & Co. Anderton will take it. Aiming for the likes of Vega. There is Vega. The free header on the end for Ferdinand. Oh, but straight into the arms of Sullivan.
Best chance of the game.
And right at the end too, the final whistle blown by Steve Dunn.
I mean, he's curled it in. Vega, he's got the first header and he's got all the goal to go at. All right, the ball may be coming a bit slow too. He's being pressured. But for me, that's the best chance of the game. That's the sort of thing food and drink to Les Ferdinand normally.
Les Ferdinand knows what a golden opportunity that was to have given his team a foothold with the Wembley door ajar. Anderton, who hit the post. It's finished all square tonight. Everything still to play for in the return. Not too many chances really for Wimbledon, but they won't be too unhappy about this scoreline. Tottenham 0, Wimbledon 0 in this Worthington Cup semi-final first leg.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't play particularly well in the first half. I thought second half we improved, but Wimbledon are a good side, well organised, very committed. I think probably only one goal will decide the tie.
So the first leg finished in stalemate and off to Selhurst Park for the second leg and the last game in the five-match saga. In this one, something had to give. Extra time and penalties could be the ultimate decider. A very robust challenge from Robbie Earle in the middle of the field. Stefan Freund on the end of it, and he certainly felt it. Wimbledon skipper early into the action, but Tottenham will have a free kick. And Vega has moved forward here. Sol Campbell now moving forward as well. It'll be Darren Anderton to knock this one forward. There's Everson who got up. There's Ferdinand. Oh, it's a good try and a good save as well from Neil Sullivan. It was a smart turn from Les Ferdinand, and he did well to get his shot in, but it was matched by the quality of the goalkeeping. It was well fought for by Everson to start with. The turn was beautiful, and the save was just as good. Hamilton with the corner, put away by Cunningham. Nielsen tries to put it back from where it came. Here's Ginola. A bit of a corner, but well, he's got away with it, and he's come up with the ball. And he's still going. David Ginola still has it. And the shot in the end was weak and hit Les Ferdinand. And Wimbledon have cleared, but Tottenham putting on the early pressure here at Selhurst. Nimble with the throw. Everson. This was a good one. Ferdinand's in there. He was rather sandwiched between two Wimbledon defenders, and as a result couldn't get any purchase on the header. Wimbledon have an opportunity perhaps to come forward. It's Jason Ewell. Ball out to Hughes on the far side of the field. With the header, and Ewell coming in on the edge of the area, and it was just over the bar. Walker may well have got a touch onto that, and if he did, it was an important one because he took it well on his thigh, Jason Ewell. The header was from Ramon Vega, edge of the area, one touch, and indeed it was a good touch from Ian Walker to tip it over. Heads away. Haven't got the danger away yet. They should do now. Steve Park runs out of room. And so Wimbledon have an opportunity to apply a little more pressure here. They would have wanted in the circumstances, and Tottenham now do have an opportunity to get the ball away and they have a free kick for Roberts' challenge on Les Ferdinand. Put himself about so far, Les Ferdinand, and he's got the Wimbledon defence one or two problems. Here he is again, holding the ball up. Everson. Oh, it's a good try. Oh, it's in, Stefan Everson. A goal out of absolutely nothing, and the young Norwegian milks the applause, and a goal that certainly deserves it. And given the tightness of these games between Spurs and Wimbledon, that could well be the goal that takes Tottenham to Wembley. It was completely out of nothing. Ferdinand did well to hold the ball up. The ball actually came off Cunningham. There were appeals for offside, but given that Cunningham was the last player to touch the ball before it arrived at Everson, it was clearly a good goal, and he took it beautifully. What a lob. Sullivan had no chance, and Tottenham are in the lead here at Selhurst Park, and in the lead in the tie overall. Listen to the Tottenham fans now. They believe that a trip to Wembley, their first in 8 years, is looming. Beautifully done. A good ball into the middle as well. It was aimed towards Everson. It was played just behind him. Look at the goal again. Well played by Ferdinand to hold it up. There was the touch from Cunningham. And even though Everson perhaps was in an offside position when the ball was played, because it came off Cunningham last, it didn't count, and the finish was sublime. And the noise at Selhurst Park is coming almost exclusively from the Tottenham fans. Took it off him. It's just quietened down for a moment. Plays it forward, long looking for Gale. Hughes inside the area. Campbell did enough just to make the challenge. And it was cleared in the end by Stephen Carr. There's Hughes. Back it goes to Cunningham. He's got some time for the cross, and he makes good use of it as well. And it was Carr again who did very well to get the danger away. It's not quite clear yet. That's a good bit of play from Thatcher. He's got Earl in the middle. Royale! Oh, it's a great chance. And he knows he should have done better. Lovely play by Thatcher down the left-hand side. And the build-up play was perfect to create the opportunity. Great burst of speed by Thatcher. The ball in for Earl, what, 8-9 yards out. Balloons it over the bar. Differing expressions on the two managers. George Graham at this stage reasonably calm. It's Tottenham who look to go forward again with Ferdinand. Three defenders around him, and it was one too many in the end, although he's claiming there that he was perhaps held. The danger not away yet, and a great chance here for Freud, and they didn't close him down, and the German really should have made better use of that. They were very slow, the Wimbledon defenders, to come to him, and he had time to measure his shot, and as a result, the shot that he did manage to put in was a disappointing one. Another Wimbledon attack forward. Time is running out though for the home side. Not done yet though until the final whistle goes. Here's Thatcher. Away here. The shot comes in from Earl again, and he's even closer this time. Token here with his head in his hands, and that could be the last chance for the home side. And Robbie Earl knows he won't get a better chance. Was a shot from the edge of the area. Look young it was, I think he got it away, and Earl hit it first time. Walker was beaten, and it was the woodwork that saved Tottenham. And could that be the end of the road for Jokin here on his Wimbledon side? Into the endless Ferdinand. He hasn't given an inch this evening. A few vital seconds as far as Tottenham are concerned. He knows that they're not far away now. Here's Nielsen. Good ball looking for Anderton. It's well defended as well by Thatcher. Anderson still comes up with the ball. Good play by Freud. The pass to him wasn't a particularly good one, but he managed to get the danger away, or the possible danger away, and at the same time wasting more time. Sullivan launches it forward again. It's a good header from Stefan Everson. Powerful, straight back to the goalkeeper. And the final whistle goes. Tottenham are through to Wembley for the first time in 8 years, thanks to that man's goal. Stefan Everson scores the goal that takes Spurs to the Worthington Cup final, and George Graham will be a delighted man. We caught up with Stefan to talk about that goal.
We did this first good, and hopefully, as I said, we can do it again on the other side, you see.
And you took it well as well. I mean, it was one touch really, and you knew exactly where you were going to put it.
Yeah, I just guessed that. I didn't see the goalkeeper so out of the line. I just guessed that he was, and then just tried to do a lob, and it went in. It was great.
All the games against Wimbledon have been very tight. When that goal went in, did you think then that was it, that we were going to win the game?
No, of course not. Wimbledon's a hard team to beat, and yeah, as you said, we played against them 67 times this season, and we have had 4 draws and 1 twice. So it's a very hard team to beat. So I never thought we won it yet. We just have to carry on running and playing football.
You've played in many big games, World Cup, of course. You had a lot of success in Denmark. How does this compare with everything that you've done in the past as a player?
Yeah, it's quite a big thing. It's new for me. I never played at Wembley, and a cup tie, a cup final is always a very big thing, especially in England.
And Leicester, we know they're going to be our opponents in the final now. What are your thoughts on them?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter. You're in the final, and who you're playing, it doesn't matter. On the day, you just have to play well, give everything, and I think everyone is ready to do that.
Semi-final. Both legs were very difficult, obviously, and very tight. And did you always think that one goal was going to win it?
Yeah, at the end I did. Yeah, the game we played at Wembley, and I think one goal could make it, and it did.
So, Stefan, modesty itself about the goal that has brought us here today as we take on Leicester City in this Worthington Cup final at the Twin Towers. We have met Leicester once before in a Wembley Cup final. That was back in 1961, where we beat them 2-0 in the FA Cup final.
preliminaries over, the teams took the field. Leicester City on the left in tracksuits and league champions Tottenham Hotspur. Suddenly, Bobby Smith seized his chance. Goal! For Spurs, that goal was just what the doctor ordered. Spurs' unrelenting pressure brought reward again. The ball was centred. Dyson headed a great goal. Danny Blanchard must have been the proudest footballer on earth as he ran up to the royal box to receive the cup from the Duchess of Kent. Spurs had won the fabulous double. In recent years, Wolves, Albion and Manchester United have all come within an ace of it, and all have failed.
The great Danny Blanchflower there with the FA Cup. That, of course, completed a League and Cup double for the Spurs, the first team this century to achieve that feat. Well, here at Wembley today, come kick-off time, it will be as packed as it was back in 1961, where we're looking to land silverware once again in the shape of the Worthington Cup. It's the first time we've been back to Wembley for a final since 1991, and if we could win the Cup, what an achievement that would be. Wembley's success in 5 short but eventful months under George Graham.
Criticism of this competition, attendances have steadily risen again for the League Cup this season, and this final is being televised in over 100 countries. Ginola, it's his first touch on the ball, as he will intend to do, only a foot away, but he still couldn't prevent Ginola getting in the cross. Savage with the awkward header. An awkward swirling wind could be a problem for the players today, particularly the goalkeepers. This time it's Ginola dispossessing Oliver. So he's lost his man for sure this time. Cross disappointing. Taggart under pressure from Ferdinand. Ginola again.
That's a little lesson for Jerry Taggart. Sometimes you're the last man, it's better just putting your foot through it. You want to be getting caught at the edge of your own 18-yard box in possession too often.
Edinburgh. And Olathorn. This is Izzard. And no discernible pattern to the game so far. Nielsen. Taken off him by Muzzy Izzard. discussion about that. Anderton.
The game needs something to happen, Alan. Whether it's a chance, a good piece of play, even a thumping tackle, somebody getting booked, it just needs something to lift it. Even a crowd, if Leicester fans trying, even the crowd's been a bit quiet. Won't be 20 minutes of this match.
Yes, it's the least eventful opening 20 minutes to a major final I can remember for a long time. Now Ginola picks out Carr. Good run by the Irishman, but Guppy came to dispossess him, and there's a gap now left behind. Clever little ball, Cotty to Savage. Promising here for Leicester. Heskey's through! Great tackle! Raymond Vega to Tottenham's rescue. What a challenge! But the danger hasn't gone yet. Oliver. Savage. Goal kick.
Well, I can't hit taking a fit. Emil Heskey, Alan, just to push this once and hit it. It's the best opportunity of the match. They work it really well. Cotty to Savage. Sol Campbell away there, goes to ground. Misses the ball. But not quite the sharpness or the match fitness there. Vega does ever so well. No, I couldn't have asked for more from Ramon Vega, Sol Campbell, and for his partner to get round.
It's a great ball. Ferdinand took it beautifully. He's got Elliott's challenge. Anticipation from George Graham and the Tottenham fans, thinking that he was going to point to the penalties.
Well, it was a clash, Alan, no doubt about that. Nielsen and Oliphant come together. This is lovely play from Les Ferdinand. It's the first time the Spurs have really got in behind Leicester, but watch the top of the screen. There was certainly a clash, I think, accidental looking at that.
Keller came and claimed the previous Darren Anderson corner. Let's see what he can do with this one. It's over his head. Over everyone's heads. Goal kick.
That's a waste, isn't it? He's got better delivery than that, Darren Anderson. Well, we can have another look at the clash at the back post as the ball comes in, and typically Nielsen makes a run into the box. And I think Oliphant's going to the ball, Alan, I really do, and just as a tangle of legs, they both go over. Well, what he's saying, get in the box, and what he wants is somebody across the face of the goalkeeper. You play two front men and somebody plays the ball in. And I was always taught that one striker goes and attacks the near post. I think that's what George was indicating there. Neither Les nor Stefan Everson did that when Ginola crossed the ball.
Foul there by Taggart on Ferdinand has given Tottenham a free kick in a good position. And especially with this strong wind likely to carry the ball in, Keller is going to have to be on his toes and the defenders ahead of him.
Well, they've got good height defensively, Leicester, that's the thing, you know. So it's all about delivery. Quality of what Darren Anderson can put into the box, so important.
The delivery is good, and Keller was on his toes to make the save from Stefan Everson.
Good spread across the 6-yard box from Tottenham. 4 players all going in and attacking it from near post to far. All it depends on then is Anderton providing delivery. He did so. It's just a little bit behind Stefan Everson. That's why he didn't get enough power in it.
They're doing well to get that distance on the kick against the wind. Campbell again supreme. He finds Ferdinand. Ferdinand tracking him all the way. Done brilliantly there, Lennon. Good play though by Carr. Anderton. Ginola. This is Nielsen. Almost opened up there for Nielsen. Keller quickly in control again for Leicester.
They almost got in each other's way. Taggart and Elliott going to ground. Almost letting in Nielsen.
Guppy launches it long for Heskey, who took that well on the chest. Cotty. Savage moving down the right for Leicester. to Elliott. As he is in space here, it's a disappointing ball by Elliott. He did well to come and win it back though. However, the referee has given the free kick against him for the challenge on Vega. And indeed, Elliott is going to become the first player in this final to be cautioned in the last minute and a half.
It's a tough one to call. When Vega overruns the ball, and well, he does catch him, but he wins the ball, and I mean, how on earth he can stop the swallow through? I don't know. It's a close one, he goes down, the ball comes through, you see he wins the ball, and that's why he deflects away. I mean, I think he's a little unlucky there. Once you're committed to the tackle, you can't win the ball and then sort of pull up instantly. It's impossible.
Only missed the one game for Leicester this season, and it wasn't a bad one to miss. It was the day they were thrashed 6-2 at home by Manchester United. Escar.
Well, looking on the walk ball, and this has been a poor first half, I have to admit. I don't often like saying that, but there's been no real excitement. I mean, if I think back Ian Walker, I don't think he's had a save. Casey Keller, only the Everson header really to deal with.
Is it, but he has gained his team a throw. First half stoppage time being played now. The fourth official about to indicate that there'll only be 1 minute of that. That's pretty unusual.
I think both managers might like to, particularly George Graham, I think will like to get his team in, Alan. And I think, as I've said, I think as underdogs, Martin O'Neill would be quite pleased if he can get to half-time. Certainly at 0-0 or better.
Ginola finds Ferdinand. It goes to Stephen Everson. Well, you can see what he was trying to do there, pick out the run from Nielsen.
Anything big was a bottle low, Alan. There's no need to be short with that one.
There's Steve Guppy. Can't be long to go now. Savage. Oliphant plays it back to Elliott. Vegas misdirected header, I think, but he got away with it because it went straight to Walker.
Well, that looks like it will be it for this half, I think.
Spot on. Well, George Graham, I think, will be disappointed that his team haven't played better. Martin O'Neill will be delighted that they've stopped Tottenham from playing, but he'll want his team to start playing, I'm sure, in the second half. In fact, we'll all say here to that. It has been a disappointing 45 minutes. Let's hope the second half is better. At half-time, Leicester 0, Tottenham 0. No changes made by either manager. No real surprises in either original team selection either. Tim Sherwood and Mauricio Tagliafico as far as George Graham and Tottenham were concerned. Largson and also Andy Impey unavailable for the same reason to Martin O'Neill and Leicester. Walker delivers it straight onto the chest of David Ginola, who tried to get a turn inside. Oliphant was there, snapping at his heels again. Anderton. Edinburgh. It's a little bit tight there. Can they find a way out? No throw, this time at Elliott. Ginola, lovely back heel to Edinburgh. Cross finally controlled by Nielsen, who's done well here to get another ball back into the box. It's gone behind for the goal kick.
Yeah, typical of the game. Much promise, but no real final product. Lovely little touch from Ginola. Just a little bit too much weight in that, but after retrieving it and creating a yard of space for himself, which he does brilliantly, didn't really produce a cross.
Lost his regular place in the side since the arrival of Freund and Sherwood, and probably wouldn't have played today had Sherwood been available, but he is cut time, having played for Blackburn earlier in the season in the Worthington Cup. His car, challenged by Is It. Tottenham's throw on the halfway line. This is better from Spurs. This is what fans were expecting. Ginola. Brilliant. Great cross as well. Elliott knocks it away.
It was better because, quite simply, they transferred the ball quickly and they got it from right to left before Leicester could get themselves organised. They haven't been able to do that often enough.
And Nielsen's long throws can be a potent weapon for Tottenham. Looking for Vega this time. It bounces loose. Freundel hit it.
I'm not sure what his goals record is in Germany, but that is certainly a chance. In a match of few chances, it sits up quite beautifully at the edge of the box. It's there to be hit. An awful lot of players in his face. Didn't really strike it at all well.
Yet to score. This is his 16th appearance in his couple of months with Tottenham. Heskey, and he was being fouled by Ramon Vega.
He's competed well in the air, Emile Heskey. If he's not quite 100% sprint-wise, I tell you what, he's given Sol Campbell and Vega quite a testing time in the air when anything's been hit up to him.
It's in the air where Leicester will look to dominate again here. Walsh a target, Heskey a possibility. Taggart delivers it. He hits up there as well, but it's Ferdinand who got it away. Very savage. Tottenham fans for him. An incident with Ginola a couple of minutes ago. Taggart showing good skill. And they gave it away. Edmonton. They're beginning to open up now. That's encouraging from a spectacle point of view.
And every time he gets the ball, he has to really drive infield. He's not happy going the outside onto his right foot.
Here he is again. Now it is on his left, and it's a good shot. Totti! A great save in the end by Ian Walker, who funded it first time, but was absolutely certain with his handling when it looked as though Tony Cotti was about to punish his mistake.
Lovely strike here from Malacron. And if you'd expect the goalkeeper spells it, Cotti's first to react. Many of his goals through the years have come from this. So quick to react, Tony Cotti. He's on his way. Full match for the goalkeeper. Not only good, but brave.
Leicester press again, but this time Cotti has misdirected his header. And Tottenham will get a goal kick. It could have been far worse for them. The predator, Tony Cotti, so close once more. Regular place of Tottenham's goal about 3 months ago now from Espen Bårdsen, and he really has an impressive record. He's conceded just 6 goals in his last 16 games. His mistake originally, how well he made up for it. By Walsh and Ferdinand.
Kent was just up. I think the players in general, I said there was a lot of sparring in that opening half. Now it's all about getting down to business, you feel. The tempo of the game's just risen a little this second half.
Carr dropping back to stop him, but he failed with the first tackle. Comes into Everson. Keller took a risk.
That was close. He went down late. I'm not so sure Casey Keller saw Everson coming down here because it's half-block cross. I think he does go over. There's a little contact here. That would have been a pretty harsh decision, I think. I bet George thought it was, though.
Carr gets it back from Freund. Hefty challenge from Walsh, wins it back for Leicester. As it spins to the ground, referees allow play to go on. Well, advantage going Leicester's well in here. Pace really has picked up here. Much more watchable game now. Savage. The action there between Savage and Edinburgh. They're putting one, if not both players, in trouble.
Well, Savage will get a booking, I think, maybe for his what the referee saw. It's how he reacts to what Justin Edinburgh did, Alan.
Yellow for Savage and red for Edinburgh. Justin Edinburgh is sent off and joins a very small list of players who have been dismissed in a major cup final.
Well, he's got to start thinking now, George. Well, this is the incident. There was a coming together there, and then it's what happens after that. That's stupid. Absolutely stupid. He only has just caught, but you can't lift your hands like this. You know now how hot referees are and things like that. It's a moment of madness from Justin Edinburgh.
It's a long, long walk. Whenever you get sent off here at Wembley, it's an agonisingly lengthy journey. We'll get the use of all the Leicester fans who makes his way down the tunnel. It's what he's done to his team's prospects. It will really be concerning him and George Graham now, because they have about 27 minutes at least to last out against an upbeat Leicester City team with only 10 men.
Well, he has looked young on the bench, George, and I just wonder whether they'll go on looking at three at the car, yes, looking at three at the back. He's asking, are you happy with three, I think, to them. That's how they play it.
Taggart. Moving it to Walsh. And the other centre-back, Elliott. Clip towards Marshall. He's given it away. Ginola, excellent skill. Tracking him again. On to Ferdinand by Eagleson. Ferdinand at the shot, all wrong.
Lovely ball, Ginola, left to right. Knows exactly what he's doing, has a little look, drops it right on Eaglison's head. It's just one touch and hit for Les, and know what he's trying to do. He was never quite round the ball enough.
Savage joins in. It's not a back ball either, if Cotty can reach it. And Walker slips at the vital moment, and Cotty clears into an absolutely unguarded 6-yard box, and it went straight to Carr. That was a bizarre moment.
There hasn't been many mistakes here, Walker, but that was almost catastrophic. Little shake of the head, he's gotten away with it. Deep breath, he knows.
For Tottenham. Easy save for Cotty. Certainly wasn't easy at the other end though for Ian Walker.
Yeah, he just thinks this is going wide. I mean, it's a hopeful ball. He obviously thinks there's enough pace in it, he slips. I'll tell you what, anyone following up this was just well nigh impossible. Fortunately for Spurs. I actually think Martin O'Neill, if it goes extra time, in 3 minutes time, has got a decision to make about Savage. And I think one more tackle for him, if he gives a free kick, he could well be off.
Marshall makes the run. Campbell who stepped in to win it back to Spurs. Ginola. Stepping at his heels again, but he couldn't bring out the cross.
Chance looking over there, another change. It wouldn't surprise me if it's Robbie Savage. Talked about it a few minutes ago. They balanced the decision to keep Savage on and risking losing him, which I think is a genuine one.
Marshall miles offside here. All eyes now on the fourth official as we move into stoppage time. Stoppage time. Now Nielsen throwing, and that usually spells danger. finish. Carr with the cross. Ginola. Pushed over that's his free kick.
It's a chance in the box, driving it to Olafon.
Looks like Zaharakis is about to come on now.
Yeah, that is savage. Well, he probably is enjoying it. That's why, but I do think he's having a balance this, and I'm sure this is purely because with half an hour, we'll guess if no one gets a late winner with half an hour, it's the time looming large. Martin doesn't want to lose a player.
Yeah, I think that's shrewd management by Martin O'Neill. He realised, I think as you said, Andy, that Robbie Savage could be one tackle away from the red card. He was getting wound up by the opposition, wound up by the crowd. He's an excitable sort of player anyway. He's clearly disappointed, but if you're a manager, I think that is a very wise decision. And Theo Zaharakis, who is captain of the Greek national team, comes on in his place. Ferdinand. Good ball there for Everson. He's got the pace to get in and it was, and keep going. Worthington comes on in place of David Ginola. It'll be one of the briefest cup final appearances ever for Sinton. It looks as though it will end with a winner's medal.
Well, a good suit was no loss, but now down to 10 men. There's another example of what you can do if you really want to.
Ferdinand earns Tottenham a corner.
Rush. He's done it again, hasn't he?
George Brown's incredible record in this competition. Looks like another successful chapter added. That's the spirited now. A goal late is usually a killer goal. But that must be it. Ferdinand in the corner, and that's where they want to keep the ball. They won't care where it goes. He's gone out for a goal kick. And maybe when the ball's in flight here, the referee will choose that moment to blow the final whistle. Martin O'Neill waving everyone upfield. That's it. It's all over. 1999 Worthington Cup final has ended in victory for Tottenham Hotspur. The winning goal in stoppage time by the Danish international. just in Edinburgh, red carded early in the second half. Many Tottenham fans, if not the players, must have feared the worst. They held on against considerable pressure from Leicester City. They came back brilliantly. But poor Tony Cottee is in tears because once again he has seen the chance of the first major medal of his career slip through his fingers.
No thoughts of anything but winning though for Alan Nielsen, his first final, and that late goal ensures Tottenham their first silverware in 8 years. That's what it means to the players, great scenes of jubilation on the pitch. Success as well for Chairman Alan Sugar, no doubt a moment that he's dreamt about many times as well. So a moment to savour as skipper Sol Campbell leads his players up the famous 39 steps to collect the trophy, our first in 8 years and one that leads us into European competition for next season. Sol collects the cup. Tottenham Hotspur, the 1999 Worthington Cup winners. The lifting of the trophy greeted by a great roar from the Tottenham faithful. And with all the emotion in the crowd, it's a combination of cheers and tears. Trophy held aloft by the manager. He's been there before, George Graham. And the man of the moment, the match winner and the man of the match, Alan Nielsen. Tiring match, what better way than to have a lie down. And the heroes of Spurs wave goodbye to their devoted fans who cheer them all the way to the dressing room. And back in the dressing room, the celebrations continue. Manager George Graham offers his words of congratulations, and Foxy is the first to crack open the champagne. decides whether to drink or swim in the champagne, and George gets it in the neck. Continued to flow, it was time for Chairman Alan Sugar to join in the fun. Celebrations will continue all night for players and supporters, while the players prepared for an evening of celebration with their family and friends. The Spurs fans sang to the glory of the Spurs and victory in the Worthington Cup.